What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Gear channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, competitive games from tabletop to video games, and today we are reviewing my Digimon Purple Hybrid Turbo deck that got me 3rd place at the Beelzemon Cup. Let me tell you, I completely underestimated this deck. It's actually pretty decent and I was surprised. Like, we only lost once. There was a few things I would have actually changed in the deck, but it was just a deck that I just wanted to build like for fun. It was just like random stuff, put it together, see what I could like come up with, and it did really well. I was actually very surprised. It's definitely needs a few tweaking, but besides all in all, it did excellent. Like all our games that we did win, it was 2-0, so it was actually a pretty consistent deck and it had one goal. Pretty much just spam your hybrids and that's it, and try to game your opponent as fast as possible. So I thought it was very decent at doing that. Now, before we begin, friendly reminder as always to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel a lot and I do really appreciate it. So starting with our Digi-Egg, we have 4 Pagumon. When attacking, you may trash 1 card in your hand to have this Digimon get 1000 DP for the turn. Very good, definitely necessary because we are using a lot of cards that have abilities when they're trash from the hand, and that is the turbo part. Because what made me got the idea of this deck was actually Yu-Gi-Oh! So in Go format, there's a deck called like Chaos Turbo. And the Turbo port is just like a little extension for like cards that gets discarded. So it's pretty much hybrid turbo. Like, just instead of like the chaos, it's hybrid and it's pretty much the exact same like game mechanic and like structure of like Go format chaos turbo, but instead I just applied the exact same thing towards this deck and it did very well. So we're playing 4 Pokemon. Now we're going to go into the main deck. Okay, so we have 4 Elecmon, which I kind of regretted because I wasn't expecting for everyone to play Beelzemon. And yeah, pretty much everyone played Beelzemon, so Elecmon wasn't that good. And honestly, I think this should have been probably one of the blockers. Then I think it would have been a bit more useful because there's not many games that I was able to do the deletion ability, but when it did, I was happy. So we do have 4 Elecmon. Then we have, let's just go, where's my Witchmon? There we go. We have 4 Witchmon, which was amazing. So it's either that like we had in security, then it becomes on play, and then we turn it purple level 5 allure, so that actually recycled the hybrid. But also another way to bring it out was actually this option card that we were playing 4 of. So Underworld Call, if you're not familiar, if it's transformed your hand, you draw a card, and on play, you play a level 4 allure Digimon without the play cost. So you can actually play your Witchmon from your trash, and then you get your hybrid right after that. And instead of paying like 6, it's only 4. And then we have like Mimi, if you might have noticed. Then that could actually reduce the play cost for quite a bit because we're playing 4 Mimis, okay? So our next level 4s that we have, okay? So we have Loremon at 4, mandatory. So we did max out on the hybrids. We have Keizo Leomon at 4 as well. And then we have Rihimon at 4. Okay, now for our next level 5 that we have is Orochimon. Okay, so when you trust this card from your hand, you draw a card. So very fast space that if you discard Ham or even Underworld Calling, both of them lets you draw, so it's very good. He also has the inherent ability when attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand to gain a memory. It was very rare that it popped up, but yeah, it could possibly pop up. Now for only level 6 that we have is that we're playing 4 Nihogmon, okay? This card was incredible. Okay, 2 reasons. First off, yeah, you know what? Bringing him back into the hand with ease was like beautiful, and just spamming the game memory because it's not even like once per turn. So you are able to do this like multiple times because the whole strategy behind the deck is Kochi, okay? Because if you're not familiar, um, Rihimon, when it's deleted, you get to play a purple tamer. So then you get to play Kochi, and Kochi's on-play ability is you draw a card, then you trash a card from your hand, okay? And also you gain a memory when it's an inherent, okay? So you're going to gain a memory, then play this, trash the level 6, okay? And then you're able to gain 2 memory pretty much on either player's turn. So you could do that constantly, which is just amazing. And then it actually has the when digital involving, you may trust one card from your hand, delete one of your opponent's level 4 lore, which is not that bad. And sometimes I actually like trust another Nihagmon, and it worked beautifully. Okay, now for the other tamers. So like I said, for Kochis, mandatory because you're really spamming this a lot. For Mimis, because you have quite a bit of options. Okay, only 3 mats. I don't really see it necessary playing 4. 3 I thought was amazing, and I was very happy with it. So Memory Tamer return a purple Digimon, which is very good because if you have Rihimon over him and you go and you swing, then you could go put Mat and then Mat ability to add Rihimon, or Mat adds, okay, this is where like the Infinity Loop came in, was Calling from Darkness, okay? So if you have a Mat, a Kochi, and then you have your hybrids, okay? If you're able to Digivolve over your Kochi, and if you have like a Mimi too, like you can attack, reheat, bring the Kochi, discard, gain a memory, okay, gain 2 memory. Then you're just like, okay, do the same thing with like Mat, Digivolve, attack with reheat, gets trashed, get Mat, and then Mat adds Calling from Darkness, and then Calling from Darkness gets back your hybrid, and then you could do it. So this happened multiple times. If you have more Mimis, then you could keep on reincurring like non-stop. At least one Mimi. So your board pretty much needs like one Mat, one Kochi, and one Mimi. And then if you have Calling from Darkness, that's pretty much just a constant loop that you're doing like consistently. So that was pretty much like a big win con for us. Our next thing that we do have is 2 Alice McCoy. The only reason why I'm playing this is because it was the only play cost 2 tamer that I had on me, and that's the only reason why I play this. If I had the mat from the structure deck, I would have actually played that because we're playing only 2 of this, and I would have actually played Mac. It's just a low cost tamer just to play. It acts like a 3 purple level 3 Digimon with a low play cost, so it's like very similar to that aspect. So that's why we have this, and it's only for that. I wasn't even able to use the ability once. Okay, so that's it for the tamer. Now it's for the options, okay? So like I said, we do have 4 of that one. We are playing 2 shorts, definitely mandatory. We have tamers and hybrids, very good. Okay, 1 Calling from Darkness. We have 2 Death Slingers, because it is actually easy to get 10 or more cards. And also, it's not a bad card. If it's in your trash, you could just get it. So it's very easy to pop like a level 6 in this deck. And then finally, we have 2 Jack Raids, which surprisingly, majority of the time, it's like gain 1 memory, but it's still free memory. And then sometimes like we did gain 2, especially adding him with like Matt, that became like a very good like extender as well. But also if it's in the security, you do get 2 memory as well. And that's it for a hybrid turbo deck. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. And if you need a sneak peek of future products we're planning to review here on the channel, you can follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. I'm Vaughn, and this was the Gear Channel.